I'm too old to start doing that. I will never be able to get in shape. I'm not enough to pursue that career. I do not deserve love, happiness, success. I will never be financially secure. I will never get that person that I want. I will never finish doing that. I will never succeed in this area. I am not enough to follow this career path. We've all sought it, heard other people say it, and say it ourselves pretty often, that it is limiting belief. They are imaginative barriers that we set in our mind that hold us from reaching our goals, our potential, our, life dream. But the cool thing is, you can recognize these thoughts and realize that they are not true. You can shape your mind in a way to recognize those thoughts and to not believe them. You can work to change them and go after what you really want in life without any imaginary barriers you have in your head holding you back. Life is tough on its own, and with barriers that you put on yourself, by yourself, doesn't make it any easier. So in this video, I'm gonna help you to get rid of this limiting belief, or at least try to get rid of this and recognize that these limiting beliefs, they're fake. Imagine that there is a baby elephant that is tied to a fence post with a rope. The little elephant really tries to break free, but the rope is too strong. After a while, little baby elephant gives up and stays by the fence because he thinks he cannot do that. He cannot break free. As that elephant grows up and becomes super big, super heavy, super strong, to the point in which he could easily break the rope. He could easily break the fence even, and just walk away from a fence. But because that elephant thinks he cannot do that, because he failed in his childhood when he was a little baby elephant, he doesn't even try when he's all grown up and all so strong and big. Even if it would take him probably one sudden moment and the fence is broken, the rope is gone, and he could just walk away, but he doesn't even try it because he set this limiting belief in his mind that he cannot do that. So he doesn't even try, and he stays there for all his life. So the moral of this allegory is that sometimes we think we cannot do things that we actually can. It is those limiting beliefs that keep us stuck in our day-to-day life that we make in our own minds. But if we realize and recognize that we're stronger than those beliefs and more capable than we think we are, we can break free and do anything we want. Anything we put our mind to, anything, without any limiting belief. So I hope I made my point successfully, and you understand that limiting belief is not something you want to have in your life if you want to grow, succeed, thrive, and enjoy your life. So let's go to the next step, how to actually get rid of those limiting beliefs. Did you know that you not only have limiting beliefs about yourself, but also about the world? I'll give you some examples how limiting beliefs about the world could look like. For example, I can't talk to that person because they will think I'm weird. I cannot go around dancing when I have a great day because people will think I'm embarrassing myself and I'm weird. I cannot quit this university I'm in because my parents will think I'm a failure. Even though I don't enjoy university, I cannot do that because my parents will think I'm a failure, that I'm pathetic, and they will be disappointed in me. I can't leave the job that I hate, that pays me well, and instead go pursue the creative career that I really like, that I really enjoy, but pays 3 times less. I cannot do that because people will think I'm a failure. People will think I'm ridiculous. People will think I'm crazy. I'm short. And short people make less money than tall people, so I'm not gonna even try for that promotion. I'm a woman, and people don't take seriously women's ideas, so I'll just keep quiet and keep my ideas to myself. I'm too old to start pursuing the career of my dreams. You know what? You're not too old. You're not embarrassing. You're not weird. You're not all of those things that we have about world. That we think if we're gonna dance outside, if we're gonna think, if we're gonna talk to that person, the world will think that we are embarrassing, that we're weird, that we're desperate, that we're I don't know, all of these bad things. But age is just a number. What other people think of you should not even concern you, because they will think about you for a second and they will go to think about their own stuff. This example of limiting beliefs were in negative way, but there's also a delusional positive limiting beliefs. Yes, they are bad too. I'll give you some examples. That belief basically says that we are too damn special to be in this world, that people do not deserve this, that we are better than them, and stuff like that. They could sound like, I have a business idea, but nobody will be smart enough to understand my idea. I want to write a comedy, but no one would understand my sophisticated humor. We develop a lot of limiting beliefs around what is normal. There's also a limiting belief, which is someone's already done that, tried that, been that, said that, and because of that limiting belief, we give up way before we even start. First of all, you need to identify your limiting beliefs. To identify your limiting beliefs, think about the things you want to achieve but aren't currently working towards. Then look for reasons why you're not doing that. For example, you want to get fit, but you're not doing anything towards it. Your limiting belief could be, I'll never get in shape. I just naturally, I am how I am. I won't even try, because when I do, people will see and I will not succeed and people will think I'm pathetic and I'm awful and whatever. You can also write it down, because that is where your limiting beliefs comes in that negative self-talk. Also pay attention to the areas of your life where you feel stuck or hesitant. Reflect on thoughts that hold you back from pursuing your goals or opportunities. And once you identify them, constantly just write it down. You identified a new limiting belief, write it down. You identify another one, write it down. Ask yourself these questions. Is this belief based on my assumption or on facts? What evidence do I have to support this limiting belief or not to support this limiting belief? How does this limiting belief affect my actions and my life? Would I say this limiting belief to my friends or loved ones? For example, I don't know, they want to get in shape and you have this limiting belief that you cannot get in shape, and when they're like, oh, I'm gonna, go to the gym, and you're like, you'll never get in shape. That is what normal to you. You'll never get in shape. Would you say that to your loved ones or friends or family, anyone you care about? The next step is, once you identify limiting beliefs, just try to reframe them into positive ones. For example, you have a limiting belief, I'm not good enough. Reframe it into, I'm capable, I'm deserving of success, or I'll never succeed, to, I'm learning and growing with each attempt. You might think it's cheesy, but mind is such a powerful thing, because there are studies that show when people have some kind of injury and they think positively, like, oh, I'm gonna recover fastly, I'm gonna run soon, I sprained my calf, I'm gonna run soon, but they are recovering faster. But those people who are like, I'm never gonna recover, it hurts so much, I'm never gonna recover, they recover later, like so much later. And there are so many studies, other studies like that. But the thing is, our mind is so powerful, so when you think, I'm not good enough, and when you start thinking, I am actually good enough, I deserve all those things, it changes your mind, so it changes your life so much. Look for the things that, for example, you think, I'll never get in shape. For example, you see a friend of yours. They are body-wise as you are, but they went to the gym, they ate healthy, did that regularly, and they are in their dream shape right now. Them getting into shape is actually disproof of your limiting belief, because it's not true. If they could get in shape, so can you. If they could eat healthy, so can you. If they could stay consistent, so can you. When you think that you cannot stay consistent, when you think you go to sleep at night and you think, oh, I will not be able to wake up at 6, oh my god, you will have more trouble waking up at 6. When you go to bed and like, I will easily wake up tomorrow and I will flourish and I have an amazing day, you will. Most definitely it will happen. There's probability of it happening more than when you sat down and you're like, oh, I don't know if I can do that. I'll never be able to do that. Oh. And I'm not saying to stop dreaming big. I'm saying that you need to break up that dream goal of yours into little steps. I mean, I think you've heard it so many times before, but in little steps. Because, for example, if you want to lose 30 pounds, you have like, goal for this year, lose 30 pounds. It sounds so scary, But when you break it into little sections, for example, I want to work out for 30 minutes every day, and that is your goal for this year, not to lose 30 pounds, because it looks easier, because day-to-day actions are easier for a mind to comprehend than this big dream wall of yours. For example, you could have dreamed that you will achieve in 10 years, and it's so overwhelming working towards it for 10 years and never seeing results, and like being a little close to it but not so much that you can like grab it, and you're like, oh my god, I'll never do that. But when you break it down day by day, it's much easier. Practice them. Get the most out of them. You have to use positive information to reinforce new positive beliefs. Repeating information will help you to reprogram your subconscious mind and cultivate more positive self-image. Here are some positive affirmations to reinform your limiting beliefs. So I'm gonna write them down in the description, so you can take a screenshot here or take a screenshot in the description, whatever is better for you. But practice this. I mean, I think everyone knows how to say affirmations because it's been such a cliche for so many years. And there's a reason why it's been cliche, why people think it's cliche, why it's been so long here for, because it actually works. So it's not a cliche, it's a working thing. So use it. Spend time with family members, friends, or people that uplift you, that do not drain your energy but give you energy. Be with someone who thinks positive, who sees beauty in other people. That's the kind of people you want to be surrounded around. And again, you might think that that's not true, that it's cliche, that it's not working, but there are studies. There are a lot of studies that support that visualization works. So who are we to argue with science? I do not have an answer for that. Visualizing success and your dream life can help you to increase your confidence and rewrite your brain system into positive thinking. Because if you can imagine yourself living like that, all you have to do is work towards it. Because there are a version of you in the future who has all of that. That's why you want it so badly. I don't know if it's true, but I'm prone to believe it. I'm prone to believe in beautiful, most magical thing. I still think that I will get my letter from Hogwarts and they're like, you are the chosen one. You're amazing. Everyone will know your name. And I'm like, where's the scar on my elbow? Where's that? Elbow? Where's the scar on my elbow? On my forehead? How did I so confidently just say elbow by pointing on a forehead? These steps is all you need to rewrite your brain and your subconscious mind into thinking positively and getting rid of those limiting beliefs. Of course, there are always gonna be limiting beliefs pop up in your head, but you're like, I know it's not true. I know it's not true, you know why? Because she did that, so can I. And even if nobody did that, and you're like, oh my god, I have never heard a success story of someone from my country moving there and becoming successful in that type of, I don't know, work space. You know, doesn't mean it's not possible. Doesn't mean it's not possible. It's a limiting belief. Get it out of your head. And of course, it's gonna take time, it's gonna take effort, and sometimes you will not see the result as quickly as you want, but it is worth in the long run. And your life without limiting beliefs will level up so much. You will become unstoppable, and I only be happy for you. Like, become unstoppable. I'm here to support you. Start doing that. And so, this is the end of this video. And I hope you learned something from this video and you will cultivate those steps that I gave you and this information for your future so that you will become unstoppable. And I will see you in the next video, or in a second if you want to look at my other videos. Bye!